As we get closer and closer to the release of Garten of Banban 7, we have gotten new info on how the game will work, confirmation on a YouTuber cameo in the game, and so much more. So if you haven't seen by now, the Garten of Banban 7 official trailer released a few days ago, and it actually might reveal a lot more on how the game will work than you think. For example, in this scene in the official trailer, we can see Napnalina watching us from a corner while we try walking through these spiders. These spiders could actually be a superpower Napnalina has because she was notified. She can just summon spiders whenever she wants. And maybe the rest of the notified characters also have this ability and try to use it to stop us from finding Syringin. For example, maybe Banbalina can bring her once non-sentient students to life to chase us. I also believe that Sir Dadadu will be using the notified mascots to spy on us, just so he can always know where we are. But moving on to main mechanics, one of the main mechanics in the 7th game is the first-person drone mechanic. It was first seen in the second Garten of Banban 7 teaser trailer, and it offers so much more potential with puzzles in this game. When taking a closer look at the user interface of this first-person drone affect, or the UI, all you can see is this white drone symbol. I doubt this is the entire UI, since this is too simple for such a complicated feature. They probably edited out the rest of the UI to avoid spoiling the experience, which is something I respect. Anyway, another question I've seen floating around the community is who will accompany us on our playthrough of the 7th game. Because in almost all the games now, we've been following the directions from and accompanied by a specific character. For example, the character that accompanied us and told us what to do in the 4th game was Sheriff Toadster. But the main question is who will accompany us in this game. Well, just like the 6th game, I think it will be a mix of multiple characters. If you remember, in the 6th game, the character we were accompanied by kept changing. First, it was Sheriff Toadster, who brought us to the main area. We are then accompanied by Bittigiggle, and then team up again with Banban, meet up with Bittigiggle again, and finally enter into the scepter room with the whole gang. So here is a mini prediction based on this piece of information. We'll first find Sheriff Toadster and complete a few puzzles. Then, we might team up with one of the civilians or Stinger Flynn, then team up with another character, and so on. But something that has started to grow iconic in the Garten of Banban community is the dream sequences. These sequences are known for how goofy they can get, like the last one literally ended with the group getting hit by a bus. But something to note is that in every game ever since Stinger Flynn was introduced, there has always been a dream sequence. And so far, there's yet to be anything connected to a dream sequence, or has there been? I believe that instead of the dream sequence being a goofy little adventure with the gang like all the other dreams were, I believe Stinger Flynn will give us a dream on Banban himself. And I think that this dream is none other than Banban's dead body we see in both the second teaser trailer and the official trailer. Think about it. How could we be able to go back up on the elevator to see Banban's dead body? The naughty ones are probably right behind us and spying on us, as I mentioned before. So how could we ever get a chance to go see Banban? I think that Stinger Flynn is receiving some sort of vision that Banban is dead, kind of like how Wednesday Addams has these little visions into the future. This would also give the Euphoric Brothers a chance to bring Banban back, since he's the main mascot of the game, and killing him off is not a great idea. This vision doesn't have to be reality. It can just be a dream and turn out to be false. But next up we have potential confirmation of a YouTuber cameo in Garten of Banban 7. And no, it's not Sculptor in Banban, but I'll get to that later. I was recently binge watching videos of YouTubers reacting to the Garten of Banban 7 official trailer to see if any of them accidentally slipped up and revealed if they would be making a cameo in the game. This actually has happened on multiple occasions in the past, so I had a feeling it would happen again. And my hunch was right, because on a video made by the Frustrated Gamer, a YouTuber who covers a variety of video games, he said this.
I also have a surprise about the aliens, but I'll tell you guys more about that later.
And he never brings up this surprise again, while the surprise he was talking about could just be something like a fun fact about the alien citizens. This surprise could potentially be that he voice acts as one of these Guyvanium aliens. And I don't think he's brain dead enough to just forget something he mentioned out loud in the course of 5 minutes. This was probably an intentional way of bringing attention to this surprise of his, and I actually wouldn't be too surprised if these alien citizens become the next characters to feature YouTuber cameos, kind of like the Experiment Jesters. If you remember, almost all of the multiple Experiment Jesters were voice acted by YouTubers like Dak Blake, Eroga, and Thing Noodles. So these unnamed citizens could potentially be voice acted by even more YouTubers, like DanTDM or Super Horror Bro. Also thanks to a viewer named PJ and Jester News for bringing this to my attention. And before I get into the last topic, this is just a reminder that I'm holding a giveaway for a free copy of Garten of Banban 7. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is to like the video, subscribe, and comment below why you think you deserve the free copy. And now, last but not least, Sculptor in Banban. If you don't know, I've been on a mission to make a cameo as a drone hat in Garten of Banban 7. The way I spread the message is the hashtag Sculptor in Banban, which has actually grown a lot more than I expected. I see it in the comments section of my videos, the replies of my comments on random channels. Heck, even in the Euphoric Brothers comment section I see it. And I am so grateful to see you guys push the message so far. But they still haven't noticed us. And the game is coming out in 2 weeks. So we need to enter full force. Include hashtag Sculptor in Banban in every comment and reply you write, in the title of every video you make, and every message you text. If you include hashtag Sculptor in Banban in the title of one of your videos, and tell me about it in the comments of this video, I'll write a comment on your video. Even try writing an email to the Euphoric Brothers if you can. And if you see one of my comments on a video, reply with hashtag Sculptor in Banban. But remember, no matter how you spread the message of Sculptor in Banban, be respectful. The 2 things I want is to spread positivity around the world and reach 100,000 subscribers.